The presidential election has been a divisive one for sure. Now let's send it back over to Hannah Pataf for more on that.
Yeah, Aaron, it's been divisive to say the least, and now that the results are in, we're speaking to analysts now to determine exactly what's to come. So here in studio is Linda Fidler with the Democratic Kern County Party, as well as Dean Haddock with the Republican Party of Kern County. And I'm just going to open it up right away to you guys. People are describing this presidential election as something that's unprecedented, as something that's surprising. Some even say it's been stunning. So I'm just going to open it up right away and say, what is your guys' reaction to that? Dean, I'll start with you.
I love it. I think it was that silent majority that everybody didn't think was going to happen, and I knew it was going to happen. I predicted it 6 months ago, so I was glad to see it happen.
All right. Well, I actually don't see it as a win for the Republican Party or a loss for the Democratic Party as much as it is a win for Donald Trump, because I think he's so different and out of the box, and it's some unusual cultural shift that is going on, that it's going to be interesting for both parties to navigate this. I also think that maybe we're very out of touch and so polarized between the coasts and the central part of the United States. So this will be all interesting to see what happens and how it all pans out.
Definitely. I think you make a good point there with the divisiveness, because that's been sort of a pervading theme, or pervasive theme rather, throughout this entire election. As people said, the Democratic Party is divided. People have said the Republican Party is divided. I mean, even our local electoral people or local candidates have been speaking out against their own party on both sides. And now it kind of seems as if the nation itself is divided. So what would you say to that, Dean?
I'd say that's why you can't trust the polls, because this is so different. They couldn't predict anything. But there's so many people that have been out of work for so long that they don't even count a lot of the people that are unemployed anymore. They've been unemployed. And the promise for jobs, I think, had a lot to do with things, bringing back our economy, protecting our country, and especially the Supreme Court justices. I think that really took a big responsibility for why people wanted to support Trump.
Yeah, I know that they're going to be very disappointed, Republicans, Democrats, anybody that voted for Trump, when he can't deliver or he doesn't deliver. And as I watched him take the podium last night to announce his victory, he looked a little like taken back that he'd won. Now maybe it was just overwhelming, but maybe it had also set in that now he's got to govern. And governing is really hard. It's very hard, and it takes years and years of preparation in order to govern, and it's not like running a business.
Now, the last question I have is, as of this morning, we've been seeing, obviously Donald Trump has won that electoral college vote, but Hillary Clinton is winning in the popular vote. At last count, I think it was around 200,000 votes. This is according to the Associated Press. So what do you think that says about the United States voters?
Boy, it's worrisome for me, and I know many other people are concerned about this. We actually probably need to come together as a country, and I do believe, and I always believe, whether it's a local race, whether it's local activity, people need to get involved. They need to get actually involved in governing. It's their government, and they need to be more vested in it. They need to go to city council meetings, they need to go to school board meetings, they need to actually understand the process, and I think we need to do a better job of educating our population on what it means to have a democracy.
All right, Dean, I want to let you get a quick response.
I think we're going to do great. Constitution set up for us to have a peaceful transfer of power and authority. As a psychologist, I tell the people to quit scaring their kids. There's not going to be bad things happening because President Trump.
All right, Dean and Linda, thank you again so much for joining us. We're going to have a look at the local elections. I know everybody's talking about the presidential election, but there's a lot more to come. We're going to send it back to you guys.